Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? So, I received an inspiration to share something with us. I was going to type it out and put it on my status as usual, but just like the burden I felt the day I posted one of my recent video about why you need to read books, I also feel this huge burden in my heart this morning. So, I'm going to share this with you guys. So, I was recently reading a book by Joyce Meyer, Battlefield of the Mind. And I read a topic, or should I say one of the chapters last night, that's really touched my spirit. And when I did the exercise in that page, I felt like this is a mystery that is uncovered right before my eyes. So as I read the book further, I found out that there are times that we blame other people for our failure. There are times that we give credit to people for our success. There are times that we blame ourselves for our unhappiness. There are times that we blame God for things that refuse to manifest and He has promised us. But have you ever thought about the impact that devil has in all of these things? Sitting down to think about what I think about. And after listing out few things, I found out that, oh my God, devil has a strategy. But the Bible says, do not be ignorant of the devices of the devil. And reading this book really enlightened me on something that I've never sat down to think about. Which is why I will always emphasize on us reading books. And I pray you listen to this video to the end. So even if you don't read this book, at least you are able to get something. Until you overcome the battle in your mind and you start thinking the good thoughts that God said He has towards you, which is the thought of good and not of evil, you might not be able to overcome some certain things in your life. I sat down yesterday and I started to think about the things that I think about. I just suddenly find out how the devil has been cheating me. This has nothing to do with you being a Christian or not. I find out how the devil has been using my mind, the thought that comes to my head, against me, making me lose focus, intentionally distracting me from things that really matter. The battlefield of the mind. The devil is using my mind as a weapon against me. Instead of me to think about things that really matter, instead of me to focus my attention, he has succeeded in finding a way to distract me, to shift my attention and put things that don't really count in my mind as something that I need to think about. Devil will stop at nothing to keep distracting you, to keep using your mind against you, to keep diverting your attention. He will not stop making you find excuses in your failure and distracting you from finding a way forward from that position that you find yourself. He will not quit. The mind is a battlefield, and whatever you feed your mind is the result you get from your physical life, because the mind itself is spiritual. And don't forget that the physical is the product of the spirits. That is why whatever we manifest in our spirit is what becomes manifested in the physical. So as many that are still slaves unto their thought, you think negative, you have never ascribed positivity to your mind. Your mindset will always give you that result of what you are thinking. The reason why those people that you look up to have a successful marriage, raise their children rightly, have a successful business, is not because you don't know how to do those things that they are doing. It is because your mind has never thought about the things that they think about. So don't be surprised when you see unbelievers achieving greater things than we believers. The devil will distract you, making you think about things that don't count, and you keep lacking behind. You keep getting behind those people that have the initiative to think rightly. I don't know if I pass the message across the way it's in my mind, but I pray that the Holy Spirit give us enlightenment. I pray that the Holy Spirit enlighten us more on that thing. But I'm giving you an assignment now. Sit down, find a book and a paper, and think about what you have been thinking about. Then put them down. Then look at them and now think about those things that you have lifted down. So after you are done with that assignment, you can message me and you can pray on your own. And I pray that the Holy Spirit lead us. Thank you. Bye-bye.